first one. The first one I see, let's see if I can get rid of that. It's like going bottom up. All right, this is R2. This is number 25, like in the book. If you go to the R2 section of homework in your book and go to number 25, this one looks like it. It's number 6 in your online questions. So if you go to R2 on your online homework and go to number 6, it'll look like this question. And that question is, oh, I did make a review section for y'all. Review test, did y'all see it?
Yep.
So make sure you do it. All right, so here we go. It says the function is given by g of x is equal to x squared plus a. They want you to find -1, 0, 1, a plus h, and then plug it into the difference quotient. Now, I'm going to change this to x, because f of x, because I don't deal with g of x and all that, because it's just another way of writing. So I'm going to take this right here. Y'all go ahead and write it down. I'm going to take the handy dandy snipping tool. This is the stuff the other teachers know how to do. They don't even know about the snipping tool. It's on all our computers. They don't even know about it. We haven't had training on these projection systems. Had them for 3 years. No. The only reason you've got me using it is because I'm exceptional. I'm exceptional. That's why. Settle down, Penalty. All right, there we go. So there's the function. And we're going to be taking that function, f of x is equal to, and why is it? F of x is equal to x squared plus a. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to write parentheses squared plus a. Parentheses squared plus a. Parentheses squared plus a. And we're going to plug in -1, 0, and 1. And then what's the other one? A plus h. All right, so do those. Plug each other. Do you live in Clemson? You said that you were 20 Clemson. Do you live in Clemson?
Yes, sir. I live in Anderson.
Okay. Why do you travel from here to Clemson every day? You know you can Skype in. And also you can go to the Pendleton campus. Is there any chairs up there, Pendleton?
Any what?
Chairs, you know, to sit in?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
How many's that? Are y'all pretty full? How many's left? How many open seats are there?
2 right now.
There's 3 up there. So, I always Skype in also. I just don't want you to have to drive. Do you drive 24 or Clemson Boulevard? Okay, well, is it?
Do you go by Olive Garden?
Yeah, do you go by Olive? Okay, you're going all this. You need to go 24 and 187 Wild Hog Road, and it'll take you right to Pendleton. You don't have but 1 red light, maybe 2 red lights. Save you a whole lot of stopping and starting.
Okay.
What?
It's a lot of gas too.
Yeah, you need to Skype in or I mean, we'd love to have you. We welcome people to be in class, but I don't want you to have to, you know. Anybody else? Y'all all from Anderson, right?
I'm like 5.
Okay. Wipe it down, Pendleton. Negative 1 squared is what? 1 plus 8? 9. 0 plus 8? 8. 1 plus 8? 9. Okay, we don't know how to do this. Well, that's shortcut number 1, which would be a squared plus 2ah plus 8 squared plus 8. And now we're going to do the last one, which is called the difference quotient. At least 2 or 3 questions on your test is the difference quotient. I can't remember. Has anybody looked at the test? How many problems are on it? Okay, I can't remember. I think there's 34, exactly. And 10 of them are bonus questions that if you miss, you don't tell anybody. So let's go ahead and do the difference quotient. I'm going to take this and we're going to move that. And of course, it's not going to. Hold on a second. It took me at least 2 semesters to learn how to do this. So y'all just bear with me. But we haven't had training yet on these things. Okay, there we go. Now, we're going to go over here and we're going to rewrite the problem, except this time our x squared, we're going to rewrite that right here in blue. That's going to be parentheses squared plus 8 and then minus f of x, which is x squared plus 8 all over h. And we're going to plug in g of x, x plus h right here. And now that's going to give us x squared plus 2xh plus h squared plus 8 minus x squared minus 8 all over h. And since we don't have anything to distribute here, you just distribute a positive 1, which means you drop the what? Brackets. And what cancels? X squareds cancel. The 8's cancel. Factor out a h. That'll leave you with 2x plus h over h. The h's cancel. So your final answer is 2x plus h. So make sure you can do that problem because that is a test question. I know there's a couple of them on there like that. Question, great, complaint. Mr. McCullough, are you alive? At least you'll talk to me.
I'm alive.
So that's your answer there. I'm not going to type in 3 so y'all see that I got the right answer. 2x plus h. This is a miracle. That's a good question, so make sure you write that one down. R5. This is R5. 91, number 22. According to Zipf's law, the number of cities in with a population greater than S is inversely proportional to S. So let's go ahead and rewrite that. we know that, let's go to Google right quick. Direct, inverse, and joint variation. Dang old images. All right, where are they? I don't want that one. I don't want that one. Guess I'll take this one. Well, there we go. Let me get over this. Okay, now I can't. I've got to think here a minute. I can't bring those in. I'm going to have to use the snip. There we go. I'm going to have to bring this in like this because I can't bring it in the transparency. So I need you to write those down. Let me, I tell you what. Let me do this. Give me a second. Save, capture 2. Now I can go to the handy dandy whiteboard. Y'all welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, there is your inverses. I hope it's probably going to be blurry, but it's better than nothing. Go ahead and write those down to review, and I'll bring in the question right behind it. See, this is unheard of in some of those other classes. They wouldn't know how to do any of this stuff. In the college, we've just been doing it now for 3 years, and the college is like, okay, we're going to have training. We're going to show you our posters and our projects. Make posters for your class and put them around the room and let students look at posters. All right, there's your... So, if you remember your direct variation or inverse variation, you know that this is inverse because it says it in the first sentence. And this is a test question, so you might want to write it down. The number of cities with a population greater than S is what? Inversely proportional to S. So N is inversely proportional to S. So N is inversely proportional to S. That's what that says. In 2008, there were 50 U.S. cities, okay? The number of cities is N. So what is 50? N. K is what you're going to find. And 350,000. So, somebody tell me, it says estimate the number of cities with a population between 350,000 and 500,000. Okay, but first of all, you got to find K. I'm thinking that's what they want to do here. So multiply 350,000 somebody do that for me. 5 times 35 is going to be 17,500,000 what?
500,000
is equal to K. So now what is our formula? Our formula is N is equal to 17,500,000, right? divided by S. Where S is what? Is S with a population greater than S? Yeah, population. And N is number of cities. Now, number of cities with a population between 500 and what? So that would mean that we're going to put the population in for S. Okay? Or we can say N is between 17,500 over 500,000, right? 17 there divided by 350,000, and then 500,000, 17, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, divided by 500,000. Somebody do that for me. Well, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 will go into 17 3 times, and that'll leave what? 25, right? That'll be 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be 1750 over 35. What's 1750 over 35? 5. Between 5 and 35 cities is going to be 350 to 500,000. Now you do 300 to 700. Remember, this is your formula. So you want N in the middle. So N is going to be between 17,500 divided by 300 and 17,500 divided by 700. That should be your answers. Now that's it. That's what they wanted. I'm assuming that's what they wanted because it says inversely. And hopefully you'll feel good about yourself. I'll have to tell my daughter, she lives in Clemson, I'll have to tell her to go by and get some of those Krabby Patties. We're SpongeBob fans. I don't know if I told y'all, this kid don't do Caillou. There's something wrong with that boy. He don't grow any hair. So there's something wrong with him.
He has cancer.
Huh?
I think he has cancer.
He has something. All the other kids have hair, but he don't.
Hey, maybe they're just trying to show.
Talk about
Well, he
Caillou.
also has an attitude problem. He has a discipline problem too with his parents. I don't. And Teletubbies, oh hell no. And I don't know what about those guys. There's 4 or 5 guys. I don't know what they're called, but I don't.
The Wiggles,
Yeah, no.
they had a reunion concert and the yellow one had a heart attack on stage, like last weekend.
Who did?
You remember like the fruit stuff?
My son wasn't permitted to watch those. He could watch SpongeBob and he could watch Sesame Street, but he wasn't. No. Now we did watch Blue's Clues for when Steve was there, but we didn't watch them with the other ones.
Didn't he go to jail for something?
No, he started managing the band, and he still manages the band. He didn't die of a cocaine overdose.
Hey, Barney?
No, Steve.
I heard Barney was doing drugs.
Oh hell no, Barney. We didn't watch Barney either. that blonde-headed kid on there. No. I had to keep my kids under a rock. I couldn't. No, Caillou, we turned it. No. There's something wrong with that kid. One of my kids acted like him. They had to get a butt whooping. All right, so I'm going to set it up right here. So n is going to be in the middle. And 17,500 over 300,000. And 17,500 over 700,000. Okay, somebody divide, let's see, that'll go in twice 25 again. I got 25. Y'all check me.
Yeah, I got
25, and somebody take 1750 and divide by 30. What do you get? 58?
17.5 or 17?
1750 divided by 30.
Yeah, 58.3.
I must have took out too many. Hold on.
No, that's right.
No, there's five zeros and 5 zeros. It's 175 divided by 3. Is that the same?
Yeah.
58.3.
Okay. 58.3 would be 58. That don't seem right. There's
That's what
only
I
50
got.
states. There's something wrong.
But you have to minus them from what I did last night.
You have to minus them.
Yeah, 58 minus 25, and then that's the middle answer that you put in. That's what I got last night. It was the same thing for the,
Yeah, but
God,
I
it
don't
was like the
understand
last
why.
section.
Why are you subtracting?
I have no clue, but that's what the example showed me how to do it. So I was like,
Okay,
oh,
we got to figure that out. I don't understand why we got to do that. Something. Let me read the question again. I may be missing something. Okay, between 300 and 700, 350 and 500. Okay, what did I get with the first one? Y'all remember?
I'll do it real quick.
Okay, let me just type it in and see what it says. Round to the nearest whole number, of course. Talking about population. So I'm just going to type in 3. And y'all tell me if the numbers are right.
Try 15.
What did we get?
Wasn't it like 50 is greater than or something like that?
They're using the same formula that I used. Why are they? I don't understand what they're doing. See? Did I not get n is equal to k over s?
Yes.
Okay, well then I don't understand what they're doing. They must be doing something. They got 33 and 15. I'm missing something.
You did it the same until the very end. You just did it minus it at the end, the two answers that you got.
Okay, the number of U.S. cities with a population between 350 and 500. I'm missing something that they're asking. Number of cities within a population. Okay, the number of cities,
Yeah, that's wrong about the minus.
there it is. What did I get on the first one? I got 58 and 25 here. Somebody give me the other one. What did I get on the first one?
5 and 35.
5 on the right,
No, 35 on the right.
35 on the right, and 5 here.
This one.
And what did they get for the first one?
15, I think.
35 minus 5. They're finding the midpoint. 35, I don't know why, I don't understand why they're doing that. 35 minus
I thought it was
5
50.
divided by 2. Somebody take 25 plus 58 minus 25 and divide it by 2. That'd be what, 23 or 33 divided by 2 is 17. But they're not doing that. You said they did what to get the second one?
They minused it, but on the first one it should be 50 is less than, 50, n is greater than 50 and n is less than 35. And then 50 minus 35 is 15.
So they're just subtracting them. I don't know why they're doing it. 50 minus 35 is 15. Okay, I'm going to have to research this because I don't understand why they're subtracting. 58 minus 25 is equal to what? 13?
30.
Or what?
33.
33? Okay, that's how you do it, but I don't understand. They're finding that somehow by just subtracting. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't understand that. I'm gonna have to research this question a little bit. I understand how they're doing the inverse, but they're leaving something out. They're leaving a word out because I think it's right in here. I think they're finding the actual number versus a range. I'm giving you the range, and they're subtracting it, but I don't know the math behind why they're subtracting it, unless they're just finding the range, which is the highest minus the lowest. Do y'all see what I'm saying? The highest minus the lowest is the range. So that's evidently what they're finding, the range. So range is equal to highest minus the lowest. But they're using inverse variation, which is this right here. I'll ask you an inverse variation question, but I don't know if I'm going to ask you that one, because they're assuming that you know more than the question's asking as far as the context of the question. I don't like that part. Yeah, I'm gonna look and see. But they would have to use the range. A is equal to K over S. That's what we're doing. We just did that. Find K. K is equal to 22, and then plug it in. 22, that's one side, equals 41. And then the other side, well, I did it in, okay, they're subtracted right there. Okay, now I get it. I know what they're doing now. They're doing it a different way than I'm doing it. I'm putting the baseline in the equation, and they're not. They're just subtracting it. Okay, I understand it now. Somebody said I was doing it, but I just wasn't subtracting. Okay. Not a good question for my test, but the first part is the actual finding the K over S. I will ask that. Okay, is everybody okay on that one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I appreciate one person answering the question. Thank you. I think that was that one, 22. Was that 22? Check and make sure. Was that 22? Probably.
It was 22.
Yeah, that one. Okay, this is number 59 in the book on section 5, number 13. Okay, rewrite the expression with a rational exponent. Now, this is a gimme question, but a lot of people don't know how to do it because they haven't done it in a while. So I'm just going to give you one simple rule to remember, and that is the square root of x to the first power is equal to x to the 1/2. Exponent over what? Index. I can't spell index. I'll spell it with an E. So, what is this one? X to the what? Exponent over what index? What's the exponent? Over? I'd give you several of those on the test if I would. I mean, because that's pretty straightforward. But a lot of people forget rational exponents. So that's why it's in the review. Always remember, exponent over what? Index. And that's the rule you need to remember right here. You can remember the x over n if you want to, but people don't usually remember that. Next, I'm going to delete these. This is 13. This is one I just did, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she must be sending, okay, she sent 2 or 3 times. Okay, this is number 19. Number 19. All right, determine the domain of the function. First of all, determine the index. What is the index of this function? What's the index?
Index.
Okay, 6. So is it even or odd? It's even. Even index root means that you can't have what in it? Can't have a negative, right? So therefore, set the radicand equal to 0. Negative x is equal to negative 19. X is equal to 19. So when you plug in x is equal to 19, you're going to get a what? 0 in the denominator, which you can have. Now you must decide what you can't have. Here is 19. 19 gives you 0 in the radicand. So you need to define what you can use in the radicand. In the radical, sorry. So what happens when you plug in 20? What's 19 minus 20? Is that good or bad? That's bad. So you can't use those numbers. So let's plug in 18. What's 19 minus 18? Can you have a positive 1? Yes. So that means that, what is the domain of this function? I can use any numbers, what?
Below or at 19.
I can, x is less than or equal to 19. Remember, domain is affected by what? Radicals and rationals. Domain is affected by rationals, f of x is equal to 1 over x minus 2, or radicals. F of x is equal to the square root of x minus 4. If you have a rational or radical function, you're going to have to find the domain. Other than that, the domain's all real numbers. It says interval notation. Well, how do you write interval notation? Well, what is this arrowhead right here? This arrowhead is called negative what?
Infinity.
So the interval notation would be negative infinity. Which way do we read? Left to right. So parentheses, negative infinity, comma, 19. Do we include 19? So it gets a bracket, and you feel good about yourself. That's a test question. There's 3 or 4 of those on the test. And the reason I gave y'all a review test is to give y'all another grade. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's number 19. Number 13 again. I think we already answered that one. Yeah. That'd be x to the what? X to the 7th. R6, number 16, number 61 in the book, number 16 online. Okay, this question is ridiculous. This is not a test question. This is one of your homework questions. This is the one where log B 3 is equal to C, and they want you to solve. I remember doing this one. I want you to rewrite. Let's see. First, notice that log B to 512 can be rewritten as 2 to the 9th power. So this is going to be 3 to the 2nd power. And log, 3 to the 2nd power, right? 3 to the 2nd, or that'd be 3 to the 2nd power. So log base 3 to the 2nd power is equal to 2, okay, and log base 2 is equal to A, and you plug that A in there. I'm looking to see if that's what they're doing. So log base B 9A, yeah, so that's equal to 9A, and this is not a problem I would give you on a test, because this is just semantics. This is not a problem that asks you to solve the equation or to rewrite the equation. This is just log base B of 2 is equal to A, and log base B of 3 is equal to C. And they're giving you log base B of 9. Log base B of 9 can be rewritten as log base B of 3 to the 2nd power using the power rule of logs to log base B of 3. Log base B of 3. Log base B of 3 is equal to what? C. So 2C. You got to know your power rule. I would not give you one of those on the test. You might have it on a standardized test, but I'm not going to put that on my test.
Thank you.
2C. B, capiche? Apply? Y'all know what language Kapla is?
No.
Dang old Klingon! God, y'all's parents suck. Alright.
Isn't that Star Trek?
Yes. And I'm
No
a
one
Star
likes
Trek
it.
fan, so don't say anything bad about it. What?
But Star Wars, come on.
I don't get into Star Wars. My son does. And I really don't. I'm okay with Star Trek, but I like The Next Generation. So, but anyway. I like Karate Kid too. You like Karate Kid?
Well, my nickname is
Which one?
Mr. Miyagi, so yeah.
Actually, the Karate Kid 1 and 2 was okay. 3 was stupid, and the 4th one, where he adopts the girl, that was totally stupid. So, but you know, Cobra Kai is on now, so that's
Yeah.
even better.
Season
I
2
think
is
that's
coming,
pretty good.
or
What
3.
happened to that played Daniel? Did he ever have anything else after Karate Kid?
Nah.
I remember he played he was in
Neither
that
did
movie
Johnny.
where he played the guitar.
Yeah, that was good. That was Crossroads. That was a good movie. All right, so that's that. So let's move on to some other things. Let's move on to the handy dandy PowerPoint presentation. Now you should be able to finish up your homework. What do you mean, Hubert? Well, when you go to assignments, I don't know if it's doing it now, but you can see that the homework is due what? Tonight. I gave you a one-day extension, especially for some of you slackers didn't even know it was due last night. Okay? And there's the review test, and it's due when?
24.
And when is the 24th for some of you that don't know when the 24th is? It should be Thursday or Friday, isn't it?
I think it's Friday.
Okay? So let's look at it. So that way you can't say you don't know anything about it. So there's one. Now, how do you do the log when it's a different base? You put it in the change base formula. Now this is all review. You should know this. And I know my 109s know it. So here you type in log of 0.68 over the log of 2. And you punch that in your calculator. Somebody tell me which one it is. Somebody with the calculator drill team, you know, twirling around on your finger like a basketball. Some of y'all did that. You can't make change. Can't spell mom backwards, but you can twirl it around. Anyway. Which one is it? I'm sorry, you got to give me Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, or Delta. Thank you. So let's hit Bravo. Next, I'm going with you. I hope you told me right. Did everybody else get Bravo?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
If you take several forms of a test in Hubert's class, how is it counted? Bravo. Solve the equation. Okay, you got to ask yourself one question. No, two questions. Is it definition of a logarithm, or is it take the log of both sides? Take the log of both sides, Hubert. That's right, Math 109s. So let's go ahead and do that. Y'all suck. Y'all know that, don't you? My Math 109s should be answering that question. Instead of sitting there like Patrick Starfish with the orb of confusion.
When he has the board nailed to his head.
Yeah. My favorite on SpongeBob is Plankton and Squidward.
That
I
is not.
think Patrick Star should be run over by a train. Take the log of both sides. Is that negative absolute value of x? Use the power rule. Divide, because the natural log of any number is just a number. So negative absolute value of x. Somebody give me the log of 1/8 over the log of 2, please. You can do the log or you can do natural log. I don't care.
I think it's -3.
-3. Divide by -1. The absolute value of x is equal to 3. Therefore, positive -3 is your answer. So which one is that? Bravo. This is just a coincidence that the first 3 is Bravo. That's not going to happen very often. Next. Okay, do you need to use a calculator here?
No.
Hell to the no. You should not use a calculator. Somebody tell me which one it is not.
It's not the curve.
It's not the parabola. And since the negative x has a positive 3 attached to it, that means it is the horizontal shift of 3 to the left. So it's not this one. No, maybe one of these would be. That's not right. I'm going to have to check and make sure something ain't right. I'm going to have to check that on the setting. All right, there's that one. F of x is equal to x squared plus 10x. Okay, go to it. Everybody should be working on that one. Shouldn't have any problem. Dang old Tim Tebow got married. Dang old dumbass.
They're picking.
Yeah, she's a beauty queen. She's a Barbie. Huh?
So let me say.
So she's a Barbie, so
Oh yeah.
he's doomed.
She'll take a trophy.
She may do a Brexit. Megxit.
At least he's already got all his assets.
Prince
Premarital.
Harry. He just don't have any idea what he's got himself into.
He just got premarital assets. So.
So sad. I feel sorry for Harry.
For after the divorce, the wife took the championship belt.
I don't know.
Just trying to break a man. Good God.
I don't know. I tell you, nah, shut up. You shut up. Don't say a word. Can't believe. I predict that Harry will be back in England within a year. Anybody want to take me up on that?
Where's he living now?
He's moving here.
He's moving to Canada. Oh, no, they don't want to move to the United States because Donald Trump is president. Take your ass on it to Canada. Spend that Canadian money. Don't make any money in the United States because if you don't want to live in America, then don't make the money in America.
I think it'd be too. I don't know. He had a whole Epstein thing.
Who? Epstein didn't kill himself.
Who's Harry?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You know what? I'm going to tell y'all something.
You said something to do with Epstein. I was like, what does Harry have to do with Epstein?
He probably tied in with Epstein. Everybody else is.
He was. There was a huge scandal about it. He got interviewed several times, and on top of that, his mother canceled his birthday party.
Yeah. So, yeah. Epstein knew everybody. And especially Clinton's, that's why he's dead. All right, so here we go. And if you haven't seen the list of people that knew the Clintons that are dead, you need to watch it. But I mean, look at that list. All right, I'm glad I don't know them. X squared plus 2xh plus h squared plus 10x plus 10h minus x squared plus 10x. Oh, something's wrong. Oh, that's x plus 10. There we go. That's supposed to be a minus. I'm glad I caught it. Because y'all would wait till I did it after the problem, and then y'all would say, yeah, I thought that was that back then when you did it. I didn't know why you did that.
You told us to do that last class, though.
Yeah, that's what y'all do. Y'all make me go through a whole problem, and then you wait.
But you got mad at the last person for fixing it.
Huh?
You got mad at the last person for stopping you in the middle of it.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did. You told us to wait till you were done.
Yeah, I was being sarcastic.
No, that was pretty stern sarcasm.
I know, my sarcasm sucks, doesn't it? I should just be 100% serious all the time, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Why are you so serious? Y'all probably don't know where that comes from either.
Heck no.
Do y'all even watch movies anymore?
You're the one that likes Star Trek. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, come on. Oh, gosh.
Get it, Mr. Miyagi.
Star Trek has only been around for like 500 years.
Star Wars is better.
Star Wars has been around since 77. Be quiet.
If I want to watch 3 hours of seeing some guy on a ship, then I'll watch Star Trek.
Oh, okay. Star Wars is some Yoda running around.
You can't even diss it.
Whatever.
You ain't got nothing to come out.
Oh, no. It's the greatest thing in the world.
That
Is Star Wars?
Dang old lightsaber never runs out of batteries. 2x h
Kyber crystals, bro.
plus h squared
Yeah.
over h is equal to h 2x plus h plus 10 over h, and of course 2x plus h plus 10, and if you was to do the h, your derivative would be 2x plus 10, which that would be 2x plus 10. So that's right. Well, this is the answer. Just ignore my 2x plus 10. That's what we're going to learn next. So that's what? 2x plus h. Charlie?
Yep.
Well, at least we know it's not all b's now. Next. What's the domain? Y'all should be able to do that in your head. Let's see, 6x minus 9, be a plus 9, be 3 halves. So if you plug 3 halves into this, can't equal 3 halves, so it'd be Charlie. Set the denominator equal to 0. Y'all should know how to do that from dang old Algebra 1. Dang old delta. The only one with United States in front of it. Solve using the quadratic formula. Not quadratic formula, completing the square. Because I don't use the quadratic formula. The only time you use the quadratic formula is when you have one like this. 2.21x squared plus 3.2x plus 3.7. That's when you use the quadratic formula. So, y squared plus 4y plus blank is equal to 7 plus blank. What's half of 4?
2.
2 squared? 4. So y plus 2 quantity squared is equal to 11. Y plus 2 is equal to the square root of 11. Y is equal to negative 2 square root of 11. So which one is that? You got to have a plus or minus, sorry. Okay, I'm going to take your word for it. Speak up, I can't hear you. Okay, we're talking mumble now. Find the domain and range. The domain is all real numbers except for 2. So which one says all real numbers except for 2? Looks like Bravo. Wait a minute. Could be, no, that's negative. So it's Bravo. And the range should be, let's see, 1, 2, let's see. That's 2, 4, so that'd be 1. Yeah, 1. Okay, so that's a pretty simple question. I should take that one off. That one's too easy.
No.
Okay, good. Good reaction, Miss Billy. Thank you for the interaction. Settle down,
That
Pam.
wasn't me.
No, it was
I thought
Mr.
it was.
Miyagi.
I don't know who it was.
I added y'all to my alarm.
Hi there. It's currently 10:58.
Shut the hell up. Time for Hubert to shut the hell up. All right, let's do this one. Solve for y and graph it. Or you can plug it into your calculator, I don't care. But solve for y. So, solve for y, you're going to get (2y) is equal to positive 5.2 x minus 34 divided by 2. Y is equal to, what is that? 2.6 x minus 17. So which one has a y-intercept of negative 17? All of them, except for this one. This one don't. This y-intercept is like negative, what, 40? So that's not it. This is negative 30, so that's not it. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15. What kind of slope does this one have? No, positive or negative? Positive, so that's left to right up, so it should be alpha.
Yeah, you might want to cancel that reboot.
What do you mean?
Oh, is it mine? Oh, that sucks.
What is he talking about? Is he talking to himself?
It says my computer will reboot in 2 minutes.
Are you on drugs?
And then you're going to get kicked off.
That comes from my
Am I
cousin
supposed to-
Benny. Are you on drugs?
I am not on drugs. I'm doing this then.
Okay, when does homework terminate? Toward the end of the unit. Watch your dadgum. Okay. Hit no.
There is no no. It's only okay and cancel.
Okay, most missed question. Okay, y'all see, I'm just going to go through and answer. I'm not going to answer anymore. 3x, find, evaluate the function, plug in what?
3.
Plug in 3. So all these are review questions. Find the slope. Another bonus. Solve the equation. Take the log of both sides. Use the power rule in your calculator. Bonus question. Find the equation of the line using the slope and the intercept. Bonus question. Okay, this one is a calculator question. If you miss this question, don't what? Don't tell anybody. Determine the vertex using completing the square. Right interval notation. Graph. Log, this is definition of a logarithm. Change it into an exponent. Find the slope and the y-intercept of the line. Graph it. Or find the slope. Solve for y. Domain, set denominator equal to 0. Bonus question. Bonus question. Bonus question. Bonus question. It's not supposed to do that. Graph. Which one has a negative slope? It's either B or what? D. So you can take out A or C because this is a positive and this is no slope. You've got a negative slope, so it's either B or D. Take the log of both sides. No, this is definition of a logarithm. Rewrite the exponent as log. And bonus question. So that's your test, and you got till tonight to finish the homework. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hold on, I got to take the roll if it works. I'm going down today. So that means y'all were first. Is this?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, how many's in here? 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Gray,
Here.
Hart,
Here.
Marshall, Matney. McCullough's here, Perez is here, Simmons,
Here.
Utz is here, Zanino's not here. All right, Anderson, y'all can go. Have a good day. Avida adieu. That's from Willy Wonka.
I'm gonna go get Star Trek Terrible.
Just get out of here. I don't want to even talk to you. Cavendish,
Here.
Cox,
Here.
Urick,
Here.
Frady. No Frady. Gear,
Here.
Grant,
Here.
Hammond,
Here.
Jackson Ben,
Here.
Jackson Joe,
Here.
Minor,
Here.
Nowak,
Here.
Remke,
Here.
Reimer,
Here.
Bags.
Here.
Y'all have a good day, Pendleton.
Two.
Thank you, one person. This must be Easley. Miss Billy, Mr. Dupree. Oh, I gotta turn off the, let me turn off that, see where it goes, 15 more minutes.